Welcome to my page. I'm Gino DiCaprio. Are you tired of the constant noise and manipulation in the media? Today, we're going to dive into the world of modern socialism and explore its implications on our individual freedoms. We will explore the complexities of modern media and its impact on our society. Today, we're discussing the rise of modern socialism and its implications on our freedoms. You want to talk about truth? This is about systematic deceit. Have you ever noticed how some people from the right constantly complain about shows like The View or Saturday Night Live, claiming they're too liberal or extreme left? Similarly, have you noticed how some people from the left constantly criticize shows or networks they deem too conservative or extreme, right? But here's the thing. By talking about them, aren't we just giving them more power and recognition? It's a
She settled into her plush armchair, cats purring beside her. The city skyline glimmered outside, a reminder of her hard-won success. Yet in the silence, doubts crept in. As she scrolled through social media, familiar faces popped up, old flames now with families and homes. She wondered what could have been if she'd chosen differently. A particular profile caught her eye, Alex, her college sweetheart. He proposed but she declined, focused on her career. Now his smile beamed from a family. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's dive into the truth. Are you tired of the constant noise and manipulation? A world where truth is distorted and freedom's in desperation. We're living in a time where modern socialism's on the rise, a threat to our individual freedoms, a dangerous compromise. Breaking free from the outrage cycle, we must take a stand, promoting a balanced approach to social justice in our land. We need to go beyond the noise and uncover the truth within.
What does it mean to be true to one's faith? As Jews, we stand firm on the foundation of Torah and Talmud. Let's explore the Jewish perspective. Dear brothers and sisters, today I want to address crucial issues, key Torah and Talmud passages, against Christian scripture. Some may try to persuade us with Christian scripture, but we remain steadfast. 1. Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 2. Do not add to the word that I command you, nor take from it, which they did once they create a New Testament and try to refer to the passage that are in the Torah and Talmud, which presents contradictions. 2. Deuteronomy chapter 13, verses 1 to 4, warns against false prophets and new revelations. 3. Isaiah chapter 8, verse 20. To the law and to the testimony. If they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. Welcome to my page. I'm Gino DiCaprio. Have you ever felt the tension between staying true to your roots and conforming to the world around you? Today, I want to share with you my personal journey of embracing my Jewish heritage and why I choose not to celebrate secular holidays. As I reflect on my Jewish heritage, I'm reminded of the importance of staying true to one's roots. But what does it mean to truly embrace our traditions in a world filled with conflicting values? As someone deeply rooted in my Jewish heritage, I strive to remain true to my beliefs and traditions. This means being mindful of the holidays I choose to celebrate. I make a conscious effort to avoid observing secular holidays that contradict my Jewish values and principles. Instead, I follow the Jewish calendar, which guides me in honoring the sacred days and festivals that are meaningful to my faith. My connection.
price mastery, the key to success. Know your worth and negotiate with finesse. When quoting prices, don't be shy. Mark out 30%, 50%, or even higher. Client wants a bargain, that's the game. You start high, they'll meet you halfway. It's all the same. Price mastery, it's an art. Know your value right from the start. Don't reveal your bottom line. Negotiate smart and watch your profits climb. 2-hour job worth 100 to me. Ask for 150 and see what they'll see. They offer 100 drama, look disappointed too, but you're smiling inside. Let the journey begin. Have you ever felt the tension between staying true and conforming? A world filled with conflicting values, where do we begin? I found my roots in Jewish heritage, a guiding light on my way, a reminder to stay true to myself every single day. Staying true to my roots in a world that's constantly changing. I'll hold on to my traditions and keep my faith from rearranging. I won't compromise my convictions to fit in with the crowd. Staying true to myself is where I'll find my peace and my pride. As I reflect on my Jewish heritage, I'm reminded of its importance, a connection to my past, a guiding light for my future's course.
Welcome to The Wake-Up Call. Today, we'll discuss the dangers facing Western society. Imagine a world where the horrors of the past are not just lessons in history books, but warnings we heed to shape a better future. How can we ensure that the tragedies of the Inquisition and the Holocaust never happen again? Understanding the threat. Extreme Islamic ideologies view Western society as weak and decadent, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. History's darkest moments can repeat if we become complacent. Welcome to my page. Today, I want to discuss a crucial issue that affects us all: the evolving political landscape and the need for balance and accountability. Have you ever felt like the political climate is becoming increasingly polarized, with extreme elements dominating the conversation? I have. As someone passionate about promoting respectful dialogue and open conversation, I believe it's time for us to take a step back and reevaluate our approach. In today's political climate, many traditional liberals feel their party has been hijacked by extreme elements, leading to a loss of core liberal values. I'm a passionate advocate for returning to the principles of respect and open dialogue that once defined the liberal movement.
The need for separation.
I argue for a clear distinction between traditional liberals and those with more extreme views. Creating separate parties would allow each group to adhere to.
In the shadows, he stood alone, a face in the crowd never known. Average grades, mediocre jobs. No one believed his dreams would rob, but he rose silently and strong. No ego to feed, just a will to belong. From nothing to everything, he made his way. A billionaire sailed in a quiet day.
In a world where truth is distorted and freedom's just an illusion, we're lost in a sea of misinformation with no clear direction. We need a beacon of hope, a guiding light to shine the way for a bright future, where balance and accountability hold sway. Balance and accountability, we need them now more than ever. Call to action, to stand together and demand a better future. We'll rise above the noise and shine a light on what's right.
What if our differences were not weaknesses, but strengths? Let's explore how Jewish teachings promote unity and reject exclusivity. Dear brothers and sisters, today I want to address a crucial issue. As Jews, we've carried a sacred responsibility for over 4,000 years. It's time to clarify our unique approach to faith and salvation. Part 1. Challenging exclusivity. Many of our Christian and Muslim friends believe their faith is the only path to salvation, but we Jews know better. Our Torah teaches that righteousness and kindness can lead to salvation, regardless of faith. Deuteronomy 10 verse 19 commands us to love the stranger. Isaiah 56 verses 6 to 8 welcomes all nations to worship together. We don't condemn other faiths. Instead, we recognize shared...
Welcome to my page. Today, I want to tackle a fascinating topic that has sparked intense debate, the story of the Sphinx's nose. But before we dive in, let's separate facts from theories and speculation. I understand that many of you may have heard the theory that Napoleon's soldiers vandalized the Sphinx, destroying its nose. However, the historical record suggests that this damage occurred long before Napoleon's expedition. In fact, the Arab historian Al-Makraz wrote in 1415 that the nose was already missing. This predates Napoleon's arrival in Egypt by nearly 4 centuries. It's essential to consider the historical context of the Islamic conquest of Egypt. When the Islamic faith spread throughout the region, many statues and idols were destroyed or vandalized.
She settled into her plush armchair, cats purring beside her. The city skyline glimmered outside, a reminder of her hard-won success. Yet in the silence, doubts crept in. As she scrolled through social media, familiar faces popped up. Old flames now with families and homes. She wondered what could have been if she'd chosen differently. A particular profile caught her eye, Alex, her college sweetheart. He proposed but she declined, focused on her career. Now his smile beamed from a family
distorted and lies are spread like fire. It's hard to know what's real and what's just a desire to manipulate and control, to shape the narrative to fit. But we must be vigilant and separate the facts from the grid. We're bombarded with information from every angle and every side, but how do we know what's true and what's just a clever disguise? We must be critical thinkers and question everything we're told, and seek out multiple sources before we form an opinion to hold. Separating facts from fiction, it's a delicate art. We must be careful not to twist the truth to fit our heart. We'll seek out the evidence.
Are you ready to uncover the surprising truth about your heritage? Let's embark on a journey through history and genetics. Dear friends, today we're discussing a fascinating topic. You might have heard someone say, "Feel better about being Italian?" But what if I told you that your heritage is more complex than you think? As the creator of this content, I, Gino DiCaprio, discovered that my heritage is not just Italian, but also half black according to genetic research. This revelation isn't unique to people as me. Genetic studies show that many Europeans have African ancestry. The story of Attila. Welcome to my page. Today, I want to expose a dirty little secret that's been hiding in plain sight. Hollywood hypocrisy. You know, that feeling when you watch a movie or TV show that's being hailed as the next big thing, only to realize it's nothing more than a shallow attempt at virtue signaling. The way people consume movies and TV shows has undergone a significant transformation. With the abundance of online content, viewers have adopted a try before you buy approach, previewing films for free and fast-forwarding through them to gauge their worth. This shift reveals a harsh reality. Over 90% of movies and TV shows, including miniseries, fail to impress due to their lackluster content. As a result, many productions prioritize winning awards over crafting genuinely engaging stories. This trophy-hunting mentality overlooks the true value of meaningful storytelling.
In the face of dispersion and conquest too, a people's heritage remains forever true. The Jewish community's resilience shines, a testament to the cultural identity's divine. Echoes of resilience across the ages, a story of adaptation in every stage. From Judah to the diaspora's core, Jewish heritage stands through it all, with all. Rethinking heritage lost, a new view unfolds. Traditions evolve and stories are told of the northern kingdom's hidden past, and the connections that forever last. Echoes of resilience. In the city of angels, where stars are made to shine, there's a dark reality that's hidden from the divine. A world of make-believe, where truth is hard to find, and the ones who speak out are left behind.
The red carpet's rolled out for the elite to stride, but behind the glamour lies a web of deceit and pride. The ones who truly suffer are the ones who tell the tale of a system that's corrupt and a fame that's hard to hail. Fake fame, it's a game where the truth is...
What if everything you thought you knew about gun control was wrong? Let's expose the untold stories of heroes who stopped crimes with their own guns. Mass shootings dominate headlines, but there's another side to the story. Research suggests that armed citizens can prevent tragedies. John Stossel's Good Guys with a Gun sheds light on this phenomenon.
Welcome to my page. Today, I want to pull back the curtain and expose the shocking truth about the Hollywood agenda. You know, that feeling when you watch a movie or TV show that's being hailed as the next big thing, only to realize it's nothing more than a shallow attempt at virtue signaling. But that's not all. The real question is, what's driving this agenda, and what's the true cost to artistic integrity? The way people consume movies and TV shows has undergone a significant transformation. With the abundance of online content, viewers have adopted a try before you buy approach, previewing films for free and fast-forwarding through them to gauge their worth. This shift reveals a harsh reality. Over 90% of movies and TV shows, including miniseries, fail to impress due to their lackluster content. As a result, many productions prioritize...
In the heart of Israel's story, our kingdom's tale unfolds. Judah's legacy, a testament to history's gold. From Jerusalem's gates to Hebron's hills, a nation's roots where biblical truth fulfills. Unveiling Judah's legacy, a story to be told. The kingdom's rise, a people's heart forever to hold. From David's line treasure to expand. The united monarchy, a golden age. So David.
In the city of dreams, where stars are made to shine, there's a hidden agenda that's hard to define. A world of make-believe, where truth is hard to find, and the ones who speak out are left behind.
The red carpet's rolled out for the elite to stride, but behind the glamour lies a web of deceit and pride. The ones who truly suffer are the ones who tell the tale of a system that's corrupt and a truth that's hard to hail. Hidden truth behind the lies, a world of deception where the truth demise. Hidden truth we're searching for, a world of our own.
Have you ever wondered why Wolverine, with all his strength and healing powers, struggles to defeat Sabretooth, while Iron Fist seems to handle him with ease? Let's unravel this mystery together. Welcome back, Marvel fans. Today, we're diving into one of the most intriguing rivalries in the Marvel Universe, Wolverine versus Sabretooth. But there's a twist. We'll also look at how Iron Fist fits into this dynamic. Wolverine and Sabretooth have a history that goes back decades. Their battles are legendary, filled with raw power and deep-seated hatred.
Welcome to my page. I'm Gino DiCaprio, and today I want to tackle a crucial issue that affects us all: privacy. You might have heard someone say, if you're concerned about being recorded in public, just stay indoors. But that oversimplifies the issue. Let's dive deeper. Referring to people's concerns about being recorded in public as staying indoors oversimplifies the issue. The Constitution, specifically the Fourth Amendment, protects citizens' right to privacy. While it's true that public spaces are generally considered open to observation, individuals still have a reasonable expectation of privacy. Recording people without their consent, especially when they've expressed discomfort, disregards their privacy rights. It's essential to respect others' boundaries and dignity, even in public spaces.
Imagine a world not far from now, where your words not questioned, no need to bow. A realm where earnings are a mirror of might, where success is your beacon, burning so bright. A place where hard work meets its reward, where every effort leaves its mark. No room for doubt, no space for fear, just the pursuit of excellence, year after year. In the realm of the reading waters, we find our way. No empty promises, just beyond.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. In the city streets, we're surrounded by eyes, cameras and phones, they're watching our every surprise. We're living in a world where privacy's hard to find, and our personal lives are no longer left behind. We're searching for a way to keep our lives our own, to keep our secrets safe and our dignity at home. But in a world of surveillance, it's hard to know what's real, and our private lives are no longer how we feel. Private lives, we're fighting for our rights to keep.
Imagine a nation without rules, where opinions override laws. Scary, right? That's why the U.S. Constitution exists. But are you respecting it? The Constitution's importance. The U.S. Constitution is the backbone of the American nation, outlining your rights and freedoms. It's crucial you understand and respect its principles, even when you disagree. Your feelings can't dictate what you change or ignore in the Constitution. No room for personal interpretation. Imagine if you could just change laws because you feel like it.
Welcome to my page. I'm Gino DiCaprio. Have you ever wondered what God really thinks about wealth and prosperity? Let's dive into a nuanced perspective. I appreciate your sentiment, but I'd like to offer a nuanced perspective. While it's true that God wants us to prosper, it's essential to recognize that wealth is a tool, not an end goal. In Jewish tradition, we're taught that everything belongs to God, and we're merely stewards of His resources. When we acknowledge this, we understand that our wealth is not solely ours, but a trust from God.
You think you're living large with your fancy house, but you're just drowning in debt and trying to look proud. You buy expensive things that you don't really need, but you don't realize that you're planting a seed of envy and greed that will consume your soul. You only impress broke people, don't you know? You flaunt your jewelry and your designer clothes, but you're just hiding your insecurities and woes. You act like you're better than everyone else, but you don't understand that you're fooling yourself. You're not happy or free, you're just putting on a show.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. In the journey of life, we search for the way to financial freedom and a brighter day. We work hard and strive to earn our daily bread, but true prosperity comes from a deeper thread. It's not just about money or material wealth, but about living a life of purpose and health. When we align our values with our financial goals, we'll find true prosperity and a heart that's whole. We're walking the prosperity path with faith and wisdom.
Judaism, one of the oldest monotheistic faiths, emphasizes a direct relationship with God. Founded on the Torah, Jewish scripture provides guidance for life, ethics, and spirituality. Are you ready to challenge your assumptions about faith and exclusivity? Let's dive into the Jewish perspective. When a Christian tells me Jesus is the only way, I must respectfully disagree. As a Jew, this statement contradicts everything I believe. The Torah explicitly states that no words will be added to God's word. Deuteronomy 4 verse 2 and chapter 13 verse 1. The New Testament alters and adds to God's original message, which we cannot accept. In Judaism, everyone has the potential to connect with God, regardless of faith. We don't claim exclusivity or condemn other religions like Christianity does. Our faith promotes unity, not division.
Welcome to my page. I'm Gino DiCaprio, and today I want to tackle a crucial issue that affects us all. What if everything you thought you knew about slavery was wrong? I need to get this off my chest, as many seem to be ignoring the fact that slavery has been around for centuries, long before the transatlantic slave trade. In fact, slavery started in Africa, among black communities, and was not exclusive to any particular skin color. The Romans had slaves, the Egyptians had slaves, and many other cultures practiced slavery throughout history. But here's the surprising part. It took a small minority of less than 7% of the world population to change this and stop slavery. Who were these people?
Can cultural heritage and spiritual identity entwine across racial and ethnic lines. Let's explore the fascinating connections and uncover the truth in time. From Judah's tribe to distant shores, a story unfolds of faith and more. A journey through the ages where traditions are the core. Entwined identities, a tapestry so fine, weaving culture, faith and history, a story divine. Our roots run deep, our hearts beat strong. Entwined identities, where we all belong. Blacks in America, from Judah's tribe, a statement that sparks debate, conversations of identity.
History, a story's been concealed, a tale of bondage and pain, of lives that were revealed. From Africa's shores to the Americas, the journey was long. A legacy.
Can a person support Jewish self-determination without being tied to a specific label? Let's challenge the labels and explore the complexities. I don't like to label myself, especially with terms that have been politicized and misunderstood. The concept of a Jewish homeland is dear to me, but I prefer to focus on its spiritual significance. Many say, "You're a Zionist if you think Jews living in Israel is good." Most Jews are Zionists.
Imagine a world where nuclear blackmail and terrorism become the norm. Welcome to the alarming reality of Iran's extremist regime and its nuclear ambitions. I'm Gino DiCaprio, and today we're going to explore the ticking time bomb that is the Iranian threat. From its apocalyptic vision to its nuclear capabilities, we'll examine the implications of an Iranian nuclear attack on Israel and the world. So, let's dive in and explore the ultimate question. What will it take to prevent a nuclear catastrophe? In the heart of the Middle East, a menacing shadow looms over the state of Israel. Iran's extremist regime, fueled by a radical ideology, has long viewed Israel as a prime target for annihilation. The question on everyone's mind is, would Iran dare to use nuclear weapons against Israel?
A clash of values.
Israel, a beacon of democracy and Western values, cherished
Caught in the undertow, drifting away from the dreams I chase every single day. My mind's a maze, lost in the haze, distracted thoughts like ocean waves. Oh, I'm hiding from the tide, afraid to ride, afraid to try. Fear of failure, fear of success, trapped in my head, what a mess. Imposter syndrome's got me in its way, feeling like a fake every single day. But what if I succeed? What if I fail? The fear of both keeps me anchored, unable to sail. I'm hiding free from the chains that bind, embracing my strengths, leaving fears behind. My mind's a maze, lost in the haze, distracted thoughts like ocean waves.
In the heart of the Middle East, a menacing shadow looms. Iran's extremist regime, fueled by a radical ideology, assumes Israel's existence is a threat, a prime target for annihilation. The question on everyone's mind, will Iran dare to use nuclear devastation? Nuclear nightmare, a ticking time bomb in the air, a threat to Israel, a threat to all beyond compare. We must act now, before it's too late, to prevent a nuclear catastrophe.
clash of values, Israel's democracy and Western ways contrasted with
Can cultural heritage truly be lost, or does it evolve and adapt across generations? Let's delve into the fascinating story of Jewish resilience. The preservation of traditions and cultural heritage despite dispersion and conquest is remarkable. Jewish communities have maintained customs and practices across centuries, showcasing their strong cultural identity. The notion that heritage is completely lost might be overstated.
Have you ever wondered what the Jewish perspective is on some of the most well-known biblical stories? The concept of the chosen people in Judaism is often misunderstood. It doesn't imply superiority, but rather a unique responsibility to uphold God's commandments and be a light unto the nations. Regarding Adam and Eve, you may have thought that the fruit they ate was an apple, but that is not possible. The Torah doesn't specify the type of fruit, but rabbinic tradition suggests it could have been a fig, given the description of the leaves being used to cover themselves. The focus, however, is on the disobedience and its consequences, rather than the specific fruit. Regarding Moses, I'd like to offer a different perspective. According to Jewish tradition, Moses was instructed by God to speak to the rock, and water would flow from it. However, Moses intentionally deviated from God's command and instead hit
in the land of ancient stones and tales. A story unfolds of identities that prevail. Palestinian heritage, a complex weave. Faith, culture, and history we must retrieve. Unveiling the truth, a call for balance we made. Seeking understanding for peace sake. Through historical context, we'll find our way to a brighter future starting today. In the Torah's pages, a story's told of Adam and Eve and a fruit that's sold. Not an apple, but a fig, some say, a symbol of disobedience in a world gone astray. Seeking divine truth in the scriptures we find, a path to understanding and a heart that's aligned with the teachings of old and the wisdom of the ages. We'll find our way to a brighter state.
Uncover the fascinating truth about the Kingdom of Judah, a cornerstone of Israel's rich history. Separate fact from fiction. The Kingdom of Judah is deeply connected to the nation of Israel, rooted in historical and biblical records. The Kingdom of Judah emerged as one of the two successor states of the United Kingdom of Israel, alongside the Northern Kingdom of Israel. Its capital, Jerusalem, played a pivotal role. The Hebrew Bible considers the Kingdom of Judah one of the two main kingdoms after the United Monarchy under King Saul, David, and Solomon. This is Gino DiCaprio, and I welcome you to my page. Imagine a world where extremism is a thing of the past, and people of different faiths and cultures can coexist in harmony. Sounds utopian? But what if I told you that this vision is not only possible, but also essential for our collective future? The recent announcement by former U.S. President Donald Trump to clean up Gaza and ensure peace in the region has sparked intense debate. As someone who's deeply concerned about the ongoing conflict, I believe it's essential to understand the historical context and the true motives of the extremist groups involved. When the British occupied Palestine, created by the Roman Empire to erase Judah due to continuous rebellion,
which was then part of Jordan, they struggled to control the violence. The region has been plagued by conflict for decades.
In ancient lands, where cultures blend, a complex tapestry, our shared heritage to mend. Palestinian and Jewish roots, intertwined in time, a story of diversity in ancestry's rhyme. Entwined roots, divergent paths we've made, shared heritage, distinct spiritual ways, exploring nuances, fostering respectful dialogue too, for a brighter future, our hearts anew. Genetic versus spiritual identity, a crucial line. Ancestry differs from faith, practice, and community's tie. As a Jew, I followed. Gaza, where the conflict never ends, there's a cry for peace that echoes with every friend. A call to stand together against the forces of hate, to find a common ground where love and peace create. Peace unites, it's the bond that we share, a common humanity that's beyond compare. We'll stand as one against the forces of fear, and bring peace to the world year after year.
Can cultural heritage and spiritual identity be intertwined across racial and ethnic lines? Let's explore the fascinating connections. Blacks in America are from the tribe of Judah. This statement sparks important conversations. Appreciate this perspective. It's crucial to distinguish between cultural religious identity and racial/ethnicity. Being part of the Jewish community involves following traditions, customs, and practices passed down through generations. Skin color or geography alone doesn't define Jewishness.
Have you ever noticed how some of the most innovative ideas and groundbreaking discoveries were born out of disagreements and challenges to the status quo? Want to know the secret to creating engaging content? It's not about seeking validation or approval, but about embracing the beauty of disagreement. What's up, everyone? I'm Gino DiCaprio, and welcome to my page, where we dive into thought-provoking conversations and explore new ideas. As a content creator, I've come to realize that disagreements are not only inevitable, but also essential to growth. When people challenge my views, it forces me to think critically, question my assumptions.
In ancient lands where cultures blend, a story unfolds of Palestinian identity to amend. Rooted in history or a recent claim, let's uncover the truth and put the record straight in frame. Unveiling Palestinian roots, complex past revealed, accurate history, respectful dialogue we've concealed, prioritizing truth, embracing inclusive views, for a brighter future our hearts renew. Ottoman and British Mandate periods, a historical tie. Arab residents identified as Palestinians, a fact to the eye. The 1919 First Palestinian Congress. In the fire of disagreement, I find my creative spark. A flame that flickers brighter with every opposing mark. It's where my thoughts are sharpened and my heart is made to see the beauty in the discord that sets my soul free. Embracing the art of disagreement, I find my way through the noise and the chaos to a brighter day, where opposing views ignite a creative spark in me, and I'm fueled by the passion of being set free. In the midst of conflicting views,
Can we uncover the truth behind the Palestinian identity and Middle Eastern history? Let's explore the complexities. Making claims about today's Palestinians being unchanged since ancient times is deceitful. Back then, they were neither Christians nor Muslims. Animosity arose when some converted to Islam. Faithful Jews kept their ancestral history, securing their right to claim. Recognize the distinction between 1. Ancient Arab and Middle Eastern civilizations, pre-Islamic.
Biometric data, employment 2x, collected more to know users better. It's true. With great power came great responsibility. X's new terms set humanity free. X, the future